Hi guys, today's topic about trachea and tracheostomy. As you know, the length of the trachea in adult length is about 10 to 13 centimeter. This is the length of the trachea. If you see newborn, newborn trachea diameter and length. Diameter is about 4 mm and length of the newborn is about 4 centimeter. At 5 year of age, 5 years. Diameter of trachea is about 5.5 mm and length about 6 centimeter. At 10 year of age, this diameter is about 7.5 mm and length of the trachea is about 8 centimeter. At 16 to 20 year of age, adult age, the tracheal diameter is about 20 mm in adult male plus minus 2 mm in female minus 2 mm in female means 18 mm approx female male female, and this length is about 10 to 13 centimeter. So this is the newborn 5 year, 10 year and 16 year. It means there is no growth in length or diameter after 16 years of age. It is just like cartilage growth of the nose. There is no growth of nasal cartilage or tracheal cartilage after 16 years of age. So this length of trachea is almost constant after 16 years of age. So this is MCQ. There is no growth of trachea after 16 years of age. Now, how you will decide the tracheostomy? Tracheostomy less than 10 years. Size of the tracheostomy. If you are using cuff tube, using cuff tube, age divided by 4 plus 3. This is the for the cuff tube. If you are using uncuff tube, then formula is age divided by 4 plus 4. So if age is 8 years, 8 by 8 divided by 4 means 2 plus 3. So cuff tube will be 5 mm in 5 mm size in the 8 year. So this is approximately formula to decide the tracheostomy tube. Now if you see this uniqueness of this trachea, in trachea, this is length is about centimeter, or you can say it is about 100 to 130 mm. This is the length of the adult trachea. If you see this cartilage, tracheal ring, tracheal rings are about 18 to 22. In the trachea, there are tracheal ring about 18 to 22. Each tracheal ring, this is the tracheal length. Height of tracheal length is about 4 mm. And this space between two tracheal ring is about space between two tracheal rings is about 2 mm. And 1 centimeter of this trachea, if you see 18 in 22, so approximately 1 centimeter of trachea having two rings. 1 centimeter of trachea approximately having two tracheal rings. So we can develop one formula here. What is that formula is? The length of the trachea. The length of the trachea is equal to this h, height of the tracheal ring plus space in between the space of the tracheal ring. This is the space. So 1 centimeter having two rings into number of rings. Okay. So length of trachea, you can decide the height of the ring plus space between the two tracheal rings into number of rings. This number of rings is almost constant from newborn to adult. It's always constant about this 18 to 22 rings are there in newborn as well as 100 year of age. So here what space is that age is 4 mm. Space between two rings is 2 mm into number of rings is r. So length is 6 mm into number of rings. So adult trachea is 6 into, now number of rings is, suppose this trachea having 20 rings, it about 120 mm. So formula ultimately comes as, if you know number of rings, L is equal to 6 into R. This length comes in the mm. So if you know the number of rings, suppose number of rings are 18. 18 into 6. Number of rings are 20. 6 into 20. So this formula is designed by me. So this is the, if you can say reverse, what will be the number of rings in trachea of 12 centimeter. Suppose this trachea is 12 centimeter in length. What will be the number of rings? So number of rings you can calculate. So rings are here. Rings is equal to L divided by 6. So what will be the number of rings is 12 centimeter. It's in the mm. So 12 centimeter will be 120 mm divided by 6. So 20 will be the tracheal rings. So this formula is important, like length of trachea equal to 6 into R. R is number of rings in mm. This formula is length comes in the mm. So this is all about trachea and tracheostomy.